In this world, there are good wizards, bad wizards, and all in between. But nothing in this world is greater than the god Ankh-Sara, who watches over our world, giving us objectives, rules, and keeping the world in line. Don't anger the god or he will smite you. Welcome to Fairy Tale Origins.
3, 2, 1. Alright. I had to move, but I finally made contact with the other dark mages, wizards, warlocks on the server. And they seem like rather nice people. And they're just over the hill here. But it's been a little while since I last updated you guys. I've gotten rather powerful indeed. I've gotten a much richer. I've been really focusing on getting my Project E going. And I have a full tier 3 power flower at this point. It's not covered in glowstone, so I don't think it's completely efficient. It looks like it's working pretty well. And as you can see, it's going rather fast. And I already have 12.5 million EMC. But I have to thank a certain group of mercenaries because I did a little bit of work for them. And they gave me quite a pay raise, if you will, and allowed me to build this magnificent structure of pure wealth and gold. And now it's making me more and more money as time goes on, and I'll probably replace the diamond blocks in there with some red matter. But today, other than that, I've made just one thing, actually a few things, some Tinker's Construct tools, some basic rudimentary tools to stand in place of my future weaponry and tools that will be beyond powerful, of course. But I have a goal. I need to get done. I need to go see a certain someone. Starts with the name R. His name is Richie, of course. I need to just test his powers out. But I also need to get a little bit stronger myself before I can actually go and see him. That means I need to get back into my old ways as a vampire lord, seeker of souls, sucker of blood. I need to get back into a little bit of blood magic. I'm going to go ahead and put this on for now. But I also have the power of flight, which is really nice. Make everything a little bit easier, but it's becoming day, and I don't really need the video. So let's get started really quickly. To get started into blood magic, we need one thing. We need to get a snare. And these are very important, and we're going to sort of go into them in just a minute. But we need to get a little bit of redstone, a little bit of iron, and a little bit of string. That should be, well, relatively easy. I'm just going to grab a few pieces, because they are not easily used, I should say. They don't always work 100% of the time, and they're quite rudimentary, unfortunately. But you gotta start somewhere. So I'm just gonna make as much as I can, and then we'll work from there. So I think 12 will be enough for now. I can probably teach it to my table of infinite wealth and just pull some out. Snares. It's rudimentary, but let's start with this. And they stack in 16, so that's not too bad. I'm not pulling out a ton all at once. I don't really need all that much. So a snare is really easy to use. All I need to do, I'm going to go ahead and move this to my first slot. All I got to do is hit this guy, and you got to hit him a few times until they have a particle effect. That means when they die, it's rather hard with the lag, but I should get a demonic will off of him. I don't think I did because of the lag. I think he died from the burning, so I don't actually think I got a will from him at all. No, not actually. I should probably go over to this spider here, see if I can just get his attention. See, he's got the particle effects I want, and gave me a demonic will. I don't want to die, so I gotta be careful. I don't want to lose this demonic will. It's actually rather important. Let's see if I can get another one off of this guy here. Come on, give me the particles. There we go. Come on. Did I just lose that will? I did. That is unfortunate. Alright, there's a few more over here. I'm going to see if I can just get the attention of one here. Maybe this guy. It's really hard without not having a nighttime cycle, but yes, got another one from the spider. Beautiful. This witch should be rather easy to kill as well. Come on. Come on. Oh, you missed. You whiffed. Looks like the potion, the effect ran off on her. That's unfortunate. And that's it for my snares. So I got 2. Need just a little bit more. But I think this will be enough for right now. Let's go ahead and just try this out and see what we get. If I need to get more, I can wait out until nighttime and then work on that. So I need to get a Hellfire Forge. That's one of the first things I need. Other than a blood altar, of course. But that'll come in the near future. I need just a bit of stone, an iron block, a few pieces of iron, and an gold. So I got an iron block. I need 2 pieces of iron, a gold, and let's go ahead and just throw some stuff in here that I don't need. Oh, I got another demonic will. So I have 2 demonic wills. That's really all I need right now, and just a bit of stone to start off with. And we should be able to make what I need from just this. So here we go. Iron, gold, and a Hellfire Forge. I'm going to go ahead and teach this to the table. And I can always get one when I need it, because I may want quite a few of them running when I need to make a ton of potions or anything. So this is our first step into blood magic. The new blood magic, at least. It's been a while. It seems there's been some new updates in the recipes and stuff. And I am a 1,000-year-old vampire, so sometimes I gotta relearn everything. Some other stuff here, not really all that useful, because it's just not really. Alright, and the man in the bottle, I just throw it in there even though it doesn't learn it. Alright, so to make a Hellfire Forge, alright, we made a Hellfire Forge, and what do we need in Hellfire Forge? We need a Tartaric Gem. That's our first step into this mod here. This world of blood magery. Sanguimancy? Sanguimancy, of course. Gold, redstone, lapis, and just a glass piece. So gold, redstone, lapis, and glass. And that's everything we need in here. So we're going to put these in here. Let's just go ahead and shift it. Oh, you can't shift it, okay. I think it's like this, this, and this. Now, the big thing is I do need a will. I need will to craft in the Hellfire Forge. I need a minimum of 1 will in a gem of sorts or a demonic will, and it will drain 1 of that will. So if I have 2.42 here, so it's over 1, I put it in here, and it will drain 1 to make this Tartaric Gem, which is not bad, honestly. I'm going to get a ton of will anyways. So here's the first one. I need to actually make another one. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bit of glass, a bit of gold again, a bit of redstone, and a bit of, what was the last one? Lapis, of course. There we go. This should be everything I need to make the other Tartaric Gem. I need actually 2 to start off with, which actually isn't that bad. But the reason why I want 2 is I want to make a sentient sword. That's what it's called. Yes, of course. It's been a long time since I've used a sentient sword. So I need just an iron sword and a Tartaric Gem, which I'm going to put that in there. And I'll go ahead and get myself an iron sword. Fortunately, I have this top to the bench. And put that in here. And it will use no will, but it does have a minimum requirement. As you can see, without the minimum requirement, it stops. There you go. And I think it's also lagging just slightly. So, yeah. But it does need 0 will, and 0 will be used to make the sentient sword, which just isn't that bad. And now I have also this extra Tartaric Gem. So how do you fill this up? It's actually really, really simple. So there's a reason why I made the sentient sword. Oh wow, it's lagging really badly right now, actually. This is unfortunate. But it's actually really, really simple. So I have this Tartaric Gem, and I'm going to just... Oh, that's interesting. Throw these on the ground and run over them, and it'll pick it up and put it right into the gem. So there's another reason why I made this sword. Let me see if I can go find a few mobs. There's a ravine down here. There's a few dark spots, so I should be able to find one here. Now it's good to know. I'm pretty sure you can only kill hostile mobs to get demonic will. So I killed that, and as you can see, my demonic will automatically goes up. So it's another way without having to use the ropes, and you always get demonic will from killing guys. So it's really, really easy. And eventually I'm probably going to want to set up a monster spawner, a mob spawner, just so I can basically always get them and just constantly be gaining demonic will. But yeah, as you can see, I've already gained 8.62 demonic will. It's quite a hefty amount, considering it took us a few minutes just to get 4, or around 4 at least. So yeah, it's not that bad. But you just gotta kill them, and it'll give you demonic will. And I'm pretty sure it's either random each time, or it's just 1. But I'm not too sure how that works. Oh, that was a bit unfortunate. It did blow up. Creepers are probably the hardest ones to get demonic will off of, just because they blow up, I guess. So, oh, I got a grass walk off of him. Nice. So yeah, Enderman gave me 2 demonic will. So it may also depend on the type of mob and the strength of the mob. So Endermen obviously give more because they're generally stronger mobs. So yeah, just getting a few demonic will just to basically get started. So now we need to go to blood magic, and we're going to kind of get started here. So first thing we're going to make is a blood altar, but I do need a demonic will for that. So I need to find another witch and get myself some snares. So unfortunately I didn't save one, but I should be able to just kill one of these guys here. Come on. Come on. There you go. And got myself a demonic will. But actually, that's unfortunate. It went straight into my tartaric gem. Of course it did. Now, it's good to note that I'm pretty sure you do generally get more demonic will from using a snare. However, it's just a slightly less reliable method of doing it. I'm going to be really careful here. Okay. Got myself the demonic will. Perfect. So, but it does randomize how much you get from the demonic will. So you have to be really, really careful. And that's why generally using a tartaric gem is better for you. You need gold ingots and some stone. This is actually really simple. Very cheap. Really not that bad at all. So there's 4 pieces of stone. And with that, I should be able to go ahead and just craft... I need a furnace, of course. How could I forget the furnace? Duh. Alright. There we go. And a blood altar to get us started, which isn't bad. So filling the blood altars is rather important. And now I don't really have a method of filling it up other than using my own blood for the time being. So there's a few ways to do that. I'm pretty sure you can use a blood letters pack, which is one way to do it, but you need a blank slate to do that. So the only way to do it right off the beginning is using a dagger of sacrifice, or I'm pretty sure there's an orb of sacrifice, unless that was possibly removed. It could have been removed from what I know. It looks like the order no longer uses sacrificial orbs. So yes, a sacrificial dagger is the way to go about it. So it's pretty easy to make. It's just some glass, a gold ingot, and an iron ingot. So let's go ahead and make that. Let's get a bit of glass and gold ingot and iron ingot. I don't need to make tons. Let's just make one, but just grabbing as much as I can realistically. Okay, cool. Let's dump all this back into our infinite pool here. Alright, and just put everything in here that we can. Last bottle. Okay, cool. So sacrificial dagger, basically, all I have to do is, oh, I guess it's kind of interesting. I have to prick myself, and it'll fill up the pool here. So I have to use my own blood to fill up the pool, which isn't bad, I guess, for now. Soon I'll be using the blood of just about every living being in the universe to fill it up. But for now, this is the only way to do it. I have to be really careful. I don't want to kill myself, so I have to be really, really, really careful. I don't want to put my meat out. Although I do love my steak a bit rare. Blood is a bit much, if you ask me. I like my blood straight, if you will. Much like I like my coffee. Alright. So the next thing I want to make here, I want to learn how to make slates, because we need to make blank runes, and we need to make a ton of these runes eventually so we can make higher tier of the altars here. So we have a single blood altar, and this is a level 1 altar, and it's not really all that great, honestly, because it can't really do much with a level 1 altar. It needs to be a much higher rank. But first, I want to make a divination sigil, and it's really, really useful. So it allows me to peer deep into my soul and understand just how much life essence I've put into this altar here. To make a blank slate, I have to put a piece of stone in a altar, and it'll give me a blank slate, but I need 1,000 life points. Now the problem is I don't really know how much life points I have. So that's the importance of getting this sigil here, is I can be able to peer into my own soul and really know just how much I've got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and take this time to just maybe grab a bit of demonic will in my tartaric gem here. Should be here, yes, 16, not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour a little bit more in for now. Yeah, it's filling up quite nicely, indeed. Fortunately, I am getting a bit lightheaded using this much blood, but it's worth it to gain as much power as I possibly could. Now this altar will be moved eventually into my cathedral that as you can see, I've begun building. But let's go ahead, and I think that's enough life essence for now. I can go ahead and put this stone on there, and it'll drain slowly. I can actually pour more in while it's working if I need to. I want to be really careful. I'm getting kind of low, but here we go. I've got my slate, and that's awesome. So I got my blank slate, and all I need to do, so fortunately the divination sigil is actually all I need is a tier 1, I believe. Oh no, I need an alchemic array. So to get an alchemic array, it's just a block actually. There's an alchemy table, demon crucible, demon pylon, incense altar. Where is the alchemic array? Where are you? Hellfire forge. I don't see where the alchemic array is. No. Maybe this is it? Maybe the alchemy table is exactly what I need? So I need to make a tier 1 blood orb as well. That's the next step or phase. And these blood orbs allow me to use my life essence and infuse them into materials, so I can build objects like the alchemy table. You get a diamond and a ton of life essence, honestly. But this will be quite a process for sure, having to just constantly pour my own blood into this thing. It's not that bad. I just need a diamond, and I'll be able to get my first blood orb. Fortunately, it only needs tier 1 level to get a weak blood orb, or else I'd be kind of in a bad place. So let's just hopefully this works quickly. I believe I can speed this up just a little bit. Yes, that seems to have worked, and it's sped it up just enough, hopefully, that it'll be done relatively soon. Come on. In the meantime, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. What else do I need? I need stone, planks, and a blaze rod. I actually don't have a blaze rod. I don't have any multi-core. I have to go to the nether. Oh, dang it. Let's make sure this is topped off. Okay, let me go into the nether real quick. Let's go ahead and find a blaze. Is there any other way to get a blaze rod? Doesn't look like it. Looks like blazes are the only ways to get blaze rods. Yeah, I have to go find myself a blaze rod. Let me go ahead and get into the nether. I'll finish this weak blood orb, get myself a blaze rod, and I will meet you right back here. And I've made it back. And one piece. I found quite a few of those puny little blaze spawners. And I grabbed 2 of them while I could. I really just wanted to get in and get out. And I got them in my infinite machine of pure wealth. Of course, so I have tons of these blaze rods now. I can have an infinite number of them, in fact. I need to make an alchemy table. Let's go ahead and get this. I need some stone, gold. I got my my weak blood orb. It's weak for now, but eventually it'll be a master blood orb. And it'll be insanely powerful. I need a bit of gold, a bit of... Okay, gold. A bit of stone. And a bit of wood. Some planks. And we'll be able to make the magical artifact table known as the alchemy table. Perfect. And thankfully my blood orb isn't used in the process. Let's go ahead and just put this guy... As you can see, I've made some mind-controlling torches that make sure those pesky mobs don't come and try and attack me. I'm gonna move this one here. Let's go ahead and put this here. Looks like this guy places odd. Why is such a weird placement for item? Here we go. That's more or less how I want it. So I need to make this. Let's see, what was I trying to make? I was making a divination sigil. Hopefully this is the right block. I'm not quite sure how this thing works. Let's see. What do I need? It was a divination sigil. So a blank slate, a piece of redstone, and it'll give me divination sigil. So I think all I need to do is get myself a piece of redstone. Hopefully I'm doing this correct. Just put this in here. Put this sigil here. Not quite. Maybe I didn't do this correctly. Let's see. Alchemic array. Maybe I just need to make this. Arcane ashes. So coal, bone meal, gunpowder, and redstone. And just a bit of coal. Well, I'm not quite sure how this works. But that table will come mighty handy in the future, of course. Coal. I already have coal. Oh, whoops. Okay. And a bit of bone meal. Go. Alright, I got my redstone over here. Let's just go ahead and make this in our Hellfire Forge. Oh, that's not the Hellfire Forge, of course. Here we go. And all it needs is a little bit of my Tartaric gem. Does have a minimum creation amount. It has 0 and 0. So it'll use nothing and give me this, which is perfect. So all I have to do maybe is put this, get myself a bit more redstone. Maybe just throw this on the ground and then click it with the arcane ash. Oh. Is this how this works? And then like this. It's really hard to see when the snow is white and the arcane symbol is also white. Let me see if I can do it on a block that's a little bit easier to see. Okay. And then this here. Okay. And then just that. Ah, there we go. Much better. And as you can see, by commanding the arcane arts, I get myself a sigil that'll allow me to peer deep into my soul and see just how much life essence I have. So I have 200 life essence, unfortunately. And if I click on here, it tells me that I have 7,664 life points. And if I continue pricking myself, you can see it goes up with time. And then if I move away from the arcane altar and use this weak blood orb instead, I can actually put the life points directly into my life network. I have 1,000 now, much more than the, was it 20 that I had before, or something like that. It wasn't much. It was 200, I believe. But there we go. I've begun my journey into blood magic, into sanguimancy. I will command living flesh, and I will destroy the good wizards. And now that I have gained myself just a little bit of power, I think it's time that I go visit Sir Richie.